What's up, guys? How's it going? My name's Colton. I like to talk about Bibles, books, and theology-related things. I have something a bit different today in that this is a review of sorts of a tool that one might use alongside their Bibles or books or studies, and that is a set of highlighters. I fix my eyes on Christ. And I'm going to go ahead and show you here what they are. They're these guys, the Mr. Pen highlighter set. This particular set is in like a pastel type color scheme. My wife bought a set of these first for herself, and then she ordered me some, but she was like, you got to try these out. You're going to like these. And I do. I like them. I am not big on highlighting in my Bible. I prefer to underline, but I use highlighters for other applications, like in my journal and in books I'm reading and things like that. These intrigued me, and my wife did some research herself and found these as a good highlighter to use inside a Bible because they don't tend to bleed through and things like that. She has been using them in her very nice premium ESV Omega in Wellington leather that I got her and enjoying them. I know for some of you, hearing highlighting in a premium Bible is sacrilege, but to each their own, right? I underline in mine. My wife likes to highlight in hers. But they don't have them in just these like pastel-y colors. There's some other colors as well that you can get, maybe I think more traditional ones and stuff like that. And I'm going to show you kind of each color and what it looks like in my journal. And then I will kind of show you what they look like over biblical text, as I'll take one of my Bibles and highlight a section and just kind of show you what it looks like and on the front and back, that sort of thing. Shall we do it? Let's take a look at them. All right, guys, so let's take a look at them here. I have the packaging right here for you. They normally, I'm assuming they would match whatever's down here. I've shuffled them since, and kind of used them a few, but this is what it looks like when you get the packaging, more or less. And I'll show you some stuff that's inside there. But if you're interested in these, by the way, I'll have some Amazon links down below. Let's open them up. I'm going to go ahead and remove all the highlighters from here. And you can see they're square. They're kind of a square shape. So I apologize for my very dirty fingernails right now. Sorry about that. Just look at the highlighters. Don't look at the fingers. Top pops off and you get a little chisel sort of style tip. And they do also, they do post. So they post fairly securely on the back. So if you want to use them that way, you got to kind of make sure you fill the snap. But honestly, for me, I tend to just throw the cap off of them. All right, so there's the highlighters themselves. Inside the box, there's I don't know what it takes you to, but there's a QR code. Feel free to check it out. And they also, very coolly, include a little mustache sticker. So you can put that on something if you want something to have a mustache. So I'm going to show you what they look like on paper here. This is my journal that I use for all my sermon prep and stuff. I wrote these 8 test lines out using this pen, the Pilot Precise V5. And the reason I use this pen is I figure this is a fairly common pen that a lot of people love and use. I like it too. I tend to use my fountain pens or pencils, but I like this pen. Let's start off with this one. The outside of it looks just kind of gray, and you can see there they have the little mustache logo and Mr. Pen on there. So we're going to highlight just the first line. And you can see that is a pretty faint, simple line that's kind of a gray highlight. And yeah, it's got a little bit of smudging because I just wrote this not that long ago. So, but it's not bad given that I wrote it not that long ago. So that is very understated. Very nice. Next, let's go to this blue color. You can see that is a bit darker. But I really dig the way it looks. It looks sharp. So it's kind of like a grayish blue. I don't know. This one, it's interesting. So you would look at this, and I don't know. You wouldn't think it would be that much darker than this, but I used this pen, and check out how it looks. See? This is weird to me. This is I guess a complaint, but not really. Does that color look the same to you? This looks like a dark gray to me, not a blue. But you can kind of see a bluish hue to it. I still like it, but I feel like this the color of the actual highlighter is misleading a little bit. But I do still dig the color scheme. I like what they're doing with these. So now let's go to this color here. It's kind of like a, I don't know, pinkish sort of color. All right. And see, that one I think matches the color on the outside a bit more. And you can see there's a lot more smearing because like I said, I just wrote these, and these ones down here haven't had as much time to dry. But nonetheless, it's there. It's smeared a little bit, but keep in mind that is more about what pen you're using and how long you leave it than it is about the highlighters themselves. So if you were to use like a ballpoint pen, it probably would dry a lot quicker. Let's try this color pink. This just looks kind of like a standard pink color. And on the page, it definitely appears to have more gray tones in it. But I dig the color scheme of these, honestly. I kind of like the understatedness of them. I know highlighters typically tend to be brighter, but this is a little bit easier on the eyes. If you want it to jump out at you a bit more, you may want to get the more traditional colors from them. Here's another one, kind of a pinkish color. Let's do this one. Oh yeah, that one looks way more pink, or purpley pink. Not as gray. And that's shocking to me, because I mean, like, look at this. Okay, the top one's 5, this one's 6. The 5 looks way more gray than the actual color, but the number 6 looks pretty similar to the color of the plastic. So, all right, we got 2 more. Let's do this one. Lots of kind of pinky purpley shades. Yeah, and that one appears like a very light pinkish gray. But you can see looking at these, they are in fact all different colors. And let's do the last one. This one just very purple looking. Let's see how it comes out. Okay. Yeah, see? Looks nice. So I dig these. I think they look sharp. I think they look good. And again, the smearing is going to depend on what pen you're using, but they look nice. Just for kicks, I'm going to highlight over this fountain pen. This has had lots of time to dry. This is Noodler's Black, and it's supposed to be a permanent ink. I'm going to go over it with the last one I had here. Let's just see how it looks. Okay. Yeah, and see there's no smearing whatsoever showing up there. But yeah, I really like the way they look. Now let's get a Bible in here. I'm not going to highlight in one of my premium Bibles with this. But I will highlight in this. This is got cheaper paper, but this is an ESV classic reference, center column references. I want to show you what these blue ones look like because they're a lot darker. So let me highlight this verse here. Highlight around the little verse number. Okay. So you can still see the text clearly, even though it is a darker highlight. It looks good. Now let's see if it bleeds through on this cheaper paper. It does not. See? Now you get some show through, but it's not a bleed. So, they work good in Bibles. This is even cheaper paper than a lot of the times what you will get in some premium Bibles. Let me highlight with one other color, just to satisfy you. Let me use one of the lightest ones, which is just the standard gray. Let's highlight this part here. Okay. I actually really like the gray highlight. I like how understated it is, but it does the job. It calls your attention without screaming at you. I like it. Let's see the back. And once again, no bleed. This one has way less show through than the blue. So there you have it. These highlighters from Mr. Pen are legit. I like them a lot, and I recommend them, honestly. My use case with these is going to mostly be in my journal or in books, but they will work great in Bibles and other things too, other applications. So check out the Mr. Pen stuff. I dig it. I think it's cool. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to be trying to go live on Thursday. Probably just more of a chill stream and discussion time, so I hope to see you there. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the things. It means a lot to me, and I'll see you in the next video.